Today I wanted to talk to you about something that I am incredibly passionate about. Something that has not only transformed my life, but my connection to my sexuality, to my spirituality, and has revolutionized the sex lives of many, many couples around the world. Tantric sex. Now, before you roll your eyes and think that this is all going to be just a little bit too woo-woo for you, stay with me for a moment. Because the beauty about tantric sex and tantra is it's up to you about how far you want to take it. For example, you can go all out traditional tantrika and dedicate your life to it, learn Sanskrit, study and attain a huge body of wisdom and knowledge, and maybe even achieve spiritual enlightenment. Or if full-on spiritual enlightenment isn't really your thing, but a better sex life is, then elements of tantric sex can help you heighten your pleasure, prolong your sexual experience, and create more connection and juicy intimacy with your partner. Now, in short, tantric sex can be a gateway to some of the best sexual experiences of your life just by introducing a few tools or techniques. Now, before I go into tantric sexuality, I really want to make note that Tantra goes far beyond a sexual union. Tantra is a way of living. It's a spiritual path to higher consciousness and to wholeness. It's a way to open up to more love, not only self-love, but for love for the world that we live in, and of course within our partnerships. So what is tantric sex? Well, one purpose of tantric sex is to expand and prolong the physical, the energetic, the psychological, and the spiritual connection between two lovers. It's about raising individual and collective consciousness through cultivating and rising sexual energy. Now, while sexual energy can feel out of this world incredible and induce some pretty mind-blowing experiences and even trance-like states, we really want to focus on cultivating love and reverence for the person with whom we're sharing the experience with. Because in Tantra, we see our lovers, not just some religious god, as the actual divine being worthy of worship. Now, tantric sex is viewed not as a sin, but as an art form, a practice in which we can deepen our intimacy and pleasure that we playfully and patiently develop as a means to enhance our relationship, which personally, I think rocks. Now, there is no guilt or shame that surrounds a person's sexuality in Tantra. In fact, as Tantra teaches us that in order to be a complete person, no part of us should be ignored, including our sexuality. And in that way, sex becomes sacred, something to be explored and to be enjoyed and to celebrate. Now, what are the differences between regular sex versus tantric sex? One of the big differences is that tantric sex slows everything down. You might eye gaze, which produces lots of yummy oxytocin, that bonding chemical, stroke each other for longer, more oxytocin, make love for longer periods of time, deeply breathe together, and move sexual sensation throughout your entire body. Now, in tantric sex, you may stay in an aroused state for a very long time and even reach states of transcendence or euphoria. You can experience inner peace and an expanded state of energy. Now, another difference, unlike regular sex, which can sometimes keep us stuck in a performance-based mindset, for example, how do I look? Am I taking too long? Am I doing this right? Tantric sex is about being really authentic and deeply connecting to your partner. Being vulnerable, allowing whatever you're experiencing to arise. It's about really being present and conscious to your experience and not simply putting on a sexy show. Now, tantric sex is very heavy into the love stuff, but that doesn't mean that you can only have tantric sex with the person that you're in a loving, committed relationship with. You can have a one-night stand tantrically if both partners treat each other with honor, respect and reverence, and a degree in love in which each person recognizes the amazingness in each other. Now, if you're worried tantric sex is sounding a little bit more hard work than sexy, don't. In fact, it doesn't have to be 10 hours of meditation and incense. It can be intense, earth-shaking, and in fact, tantric quickies are very much a thing. Now, in the words of one of my favorite Tantra teachers, Barbara Corrales, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So no, you don't have to be a spiritual junkie to explore Tantra and benefit from its life-changing, bliss-inducing tools and techniques. If you would like more information about Tantra or hear about my next Tantra workshop, make sure you head over to my mailing list at www.tarao.com.au and sign up to keep in the loop. Plus, I'll be posting heaps of awesome tantric practices to do with or without a partner, so be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks everyone.